dude, I needed to vibe that. Like, for whatever reason, that song, Slayer, Love to Hate, I just put it on. I'm making this playlist. Everything, that's what it's called. The name comes from a track that's on that playlist. And the essence of this playlist is that everything you intrinsically need is inside you. It's inside you. And that's what Francis was saying when he wrote that. Like, this can't be taken away. I have everything I need. This can't be taken away. This is my truth. So, I guess that's what that playlist is. Truth. And track 4 of it is a song called Love to Hate by Slayer. And I listened to it on a couple different channels to get the different energy from different sources. Same song. I have listened to music as long as I can remember. Being 5 years old and curling up to Culture Club's vinyl and staring at Boy George like she was the most gorgeous thing that I'd ever fucking seen. Like, I was obsessed with Boy George. Like, I know. Boy Shay. No one puts baby in a corner. But I have vibed music, gotten into its essence forever. For as long as I've existed, so is this space with music. And I was just listening to Love to Hate by Slayer. And I've never felt more at peace. Ever. And that truth relieves something in my chest to say just now. It just popped a bubble of energy. Like, dude, I can breathe. I don't know what happened between yesterday and today. Like, the true answer of what happened energetically, that's going to have to take some time to unfold. But the truth of that. And I know two things. Yesterday, I went to bed with an absolute desire to die. Longing. I prayed as I went to sleep last night at fucking, not this morning when I posted those videos last night. When I went to sleep at like 7, after the sun had gone down. It was a very medicated sleep, intentional. And I went to sleep with the knowledge that I had ingested enough that it would and could stop my heart. It would and could stop my heart. At 11, exactly 11. It's weird, one clock was 11 and one clock was a little behind. And it was at 10:56. So 10:56 and 11. In between those two times, somewhere, I was woken up by my handler, my best friend. I was woken up by my handler. And we were both incredibly upset for different reasons. Me, because he thought I was dead. Like, he was upset. He thought I was dead. He was very upset. As a matter of fact, he banged on this. Sorry about that. That was really loud. That scared the shit out of even me. He banged on that door, and the door back. Bear with me. With my thumb. The door back through here, like here, knocked as well. His energy was so strong. And I didn't physically hear him and wake up. Okay. I didn't physically hear him and wake up. Puggles didn't even start barking. Puggles was doing something. Way different at that time. Way different. And I just know at one moment I was in a warm place, and the very next, I'm standing at this door, listening to my house come alive with bangs. My house. And I woke up screaming. Not in my bed. At the door. I realized I woke up yet again. And I was screaming. I was pissed. And he was screaming like, fuck, I thought you were dead. I'm like, fuck, I want to be dead. We're having a really intense moment in this, like, seriously 15 to 20 seconds that he came all the way to my house for 15 to 20 seconds of clarity. And we were incredibly honest with each other, yelling at each other. Like, the most honest, like, we'd ever, like, it was really honest. It was pure reality. So vibe what was happening literally in the cusp of this door. A new reality of honesty, of love, of cherish. Like, it was a new reality. Both of us were awakening to a new reality that we weren't sure if we wanted to accept at that time. So I woke up this morning, like you saw that I if you pay attention to my videos, I went to sleep when the sun was up. Like, I went back to sleep when the sun was up today. And it was very important that I do that. I went to sleep so comfortable, so comfortable. Yesterday I was raped. Not in a spiritual, like, well, yeah, in a spiritual sense, in every sense. Okay, so that is what it is, and today I woke up with a new lust for life, like absolute lust. I'm still getting my bearings for the day, but it's 2:11. 2:11 right now. 2:11. 11:11. So 2:11s are floating around right now, and I'm here with you, telling you this because you need to know. Not every video I put out reaches a lot of people immediately. It takes time for the energy to build, do what it needs to do. And sometimes it'll reach 2 people, me and one other person, because I always watch my videos. It keeps, I post them on YouTube and then I watch them for the first time. It keeps the energy fresh, right? Like I'm like, ooh, like once it's posted to YouTube, now you're allowed to watch it, Shay. So I don't watch it until it's like I'll turn the video on to make sure it's the sound level, like it's not mute. So that happens sometimes. But I'll make sure the sound is there and then post it. I intentionally try not to watch. Like only a couple videos that I've ever put out have I watched the whole thing in its entirety in the editing stage. And per YouTube, that it says that you're not supposed to do that you're supposed to watch it in its editing stage and then don't watch it when it gets put out. So I've heard that like after I started this, I don't give a fuck. That's not what I need to do. That's great if that works for a lot of people. That's wonderful. You're teaching them how to buy. But for whatever reason, I got to do things this way. I've got to hint at why I got to do things that way, and it comes from my dad, Jack. Like, why you always got to do things the hard way, son? You got to get beat over the head to understand. You got to start approaching life from a different perspective. Like, God, he was the most spiritual man. Like Curly was legit a fucking theologist. Like, call him what you want, but that's just details. Like, whatever career path you see Curly as, like, those details don't matter. What matters is that he was a theologist. He studied spirituality. That's the career path that I've taken after in my birthright. And what's interesting is that Jack was a dentist, right? No way. I know all the things about dentist. I know I wanted to be a dentist. Like, really, my grandfather was a dentist. My grandfather's out. Like, I know the suicide, everything that goes along with being a dentist. Because if you get caught in monotony in being a dentist, like, you're done for. You're done for. You're energetically dead, and you will take yourself from this world. If you are in dentistry and you're lost in monotony, you need to change your trajectory. And only you can do that. You have to find the beauty in the monotony. So what Zell did, right, how he got into dentistry and formed this family-long passion for it, and the passion has gone on. Like, I know that my teeth aren't the whitest because I've introduced an obnoxious amount of nasty tar-like chemicals to them and salt-like chemicals. So they're worn. But I have a beautiful smile. And the reason is because my family taught me how to take care of my teeth. Like I never go to the dentist. It's a thing. Like, knowing what I know energetically about dentists, like that they're either lost in the monotony or they're in the beauty. Like, it has been over 20 years since the last time my dad did my dental work. And to be honest, I don't think I remember it the way that it actually happened. So I the last time he worked on my teeth was an extremely spiritual experience. Like, it would motivate my spirituality tenfold. And he didn't die for another 10 years after that. Like, and he never stopped working. My mom thought it was because of some strange, like, spending habit, but Jack taught me something. The money doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter. Go ahead, buy what you really want, because the money doesn't matter. More will come. More will come. He taught me that truth, that once you get in resonance, you will be provided for. So he had that energy, man. Everything I know about spirituality, I don't know from Curly. Like, that's my book smarts of theology. What I know of spirituality, what I know of the essence of what is surrounding the study of theology was taught by Jack and Zell and Maxine, like the Fletcher family. And I can barely vibe them now. Like, God, I love them so much that, like, my love gets a little strong. So I have to buffer myself from them for their sake. I love them so much. So much. So much. The entire Fletcher clan. And you know, there's a few of you that don't have that last name, but we're very much in the clan, in the Fletcher clan. The Fletchers are Scottish, so that's why the word clan is used. With a C. So my grandpa got into dentistry by he was in World War I. And he after firefights with the Germans. I vibed this so hard. This story, like, I knew this before I joined the army, and I'm not surprised by what I became in the army. With this being my my people, I'm not genetically connected to the Fletchers, but I have never been more baptized into a family. Spiritual genetics. Spiritual genetics. They lined up. Anyway, Grandpa Zell, after firefights with the Germans, right, would go throughout the battlefield and take out their gold teeth. The dead Germans take out their gold teeth. So if you're German and your people came from World War One, like that kind of German, like, understand that Zell took your riches from your bodies. That was incredibly important. And it's incredibly important to say now. I'm not really sure why, but it's humbling me, the weight of that truth. So no, I feel it too. Right now in this moment, I feel it too. Zell removed your riches. So Grandpa did that, and my dad became a painless dentist. He said that Grandpa, when he would work on his teeth as a kid, there was absolutely zero pain, and Novocaine wasn't even a thing back then. This is like 1940s. He was born in 1936, so like right around 1940 when he started getting his teeth worked on, like, Novocaine wasn't a thing, or like scientifically wasn't at a place where it was viable. And Dad said he never had any pain with Grandpa. Now, one of the reasons I won't go to the dentist is because I hate Novocaine. It's making me nauseous to even think about Novocaine in my body. Like, I just don't agree with it. Jack knew that. He never used it on me. Never used it on me. Scared me the first time he worked on my mouth. I was like, oh shit. Like, I didn't know anything else. I didn't know Novocaine. It was like my first, I was 5 years old. Like four years old? Yeah, 4 years old. And the Novocaine he gave me that day was something intrinsically different than chemical. He soothed my soul. I'm sitting in the dental chair in his office in Leavenworth. Like, there's probably some of you that remember this, like this office in downtown Leavenworth, and next to Thorne's hardware store. Yeah, I remember. And so he's sitting there, like, look at me, and he explains. He just, like, for this, what felt like an eternity, like, comforts my soul. I don't know where he took me. I don't know where we went. Physically, we're sitting there in his exam room, just, and he had one exam room, and I want to say it was weird. The other room I barely was ever allowed to go in. I feel like that made no. I just barely able to go into. Then there was a storage room. There was a hallway in the back. But he sat with, he just physically sat with me in his exam room. And spiritually placed Novocaine all around me, like Novocaine for the soul. He never used Novocaine on me. Well, no, there was until once I was 15, and like whatever happened at 15 at that age, like, I don't know this part of dentistry. Like I did not go to school for it. Like once I was 15, he had to start administering like actual Novocaine. Because I was like, I don't remember a lot about it, but I know that I had to get oral surgery when I was 15, and I got 4 shots of Novocaine. And it wasn't my wisdom teeth, because those were removed in the Army. I only had 2 on the bottom. I never got the upper ones. So I don't know, to this day, I don't know what Jack was removing. I was 15, so they were adult teeth. Like they weren't my wisdom teeth. But it was a major surgery. And my mom wanted to take me immediately afterwards because she knew I didn't know. So I'm 15, like getting Novocaine for the first time, and like she immediately took me. God, this is so funny. A lot of you are gonna think this is cruel, but you just don't know my family. Like, if you know, you know. Like, my mom took me to McDonald's with my face completely numb. Like, lips, cheeks, jaw, like, fucking back of my neck is numb, for Christ's sake. Like, everything is numb. I'm getting another energetic pressure release right now from this year. So, everything is numb. And she takes me to get a shake from McDonald's. And I'm all like, fuck yeah! Because if you know, you know. We didn't get shit like that very often, right? Like, we didn't get shit like that very often. My parents chose to do other things with their money, and I'm perfectly fucking accepting and loving and happy about that. Like, it made moments like this so fabulous. We were driving home from Kansas City back to Lawrence, and in Kansas City, in the suburb on the way out, like, she stopped at McDonald's and got me she's like, do you want a shake? And I'm like, oh fuck yeah! Yeah, Mom, I want a shake! I want a shake! That sounds wonderful! I'm not talking like that. I'm talking like that, like a fish. Like something out of SpongeBob SquarePants. And so I get that shake, I'm like, she was rolling laughing. I've never seen my mom laugh that, but I've seen my mom laugh pretty fucking hard. Like, she could do some funny shit, and she could appreciate funny shit. And that, I'd never seen her laugh that hard. Whatever happened in that night, like, it was one of the most loving nights of my life. I went home and stayed the night with my best friend. Gracias, mi familia.